Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture show that I'm pretty sure Sabrina Carpenter wrote that one song about.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
Cody.
I'm Sam.
And I'm confused.
I mean, you just look it up and you'll figure out
You'll figure it out.
You'll
yeah.
figure out which one.
Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. We have a great show for you this week. We have a bunch of news. But first, let's get into some things we have been checking out.
It's man-child. It's man-child.
It's man-child? Okay.
I am a man-child.
Check it out!
All right, so let's get into some things we've been doing. I'll go first. I have done almost nothing because I have been rebuilding the studio from the ground up.
It's looking good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's my check 'em out. Your turn.
Did I talk about the weird isekai about the spider?
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I'm a spider, so what?
Yes. I watched everything they had out for I'm a Spider, so what? So I guess the elevator pitch of this, it's an isekai anime. I know there's like a million of them.
It's the slime one, but she's a spider.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
okay,
Pretty much.
okay.
She basically becomes a god pretty quick. Also, the show is a little confusing. You think everything's going on at the same time, and it's not. Like, most of her stuff is happening in the past.
It's non-linear isekai.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
a non-linear isekai.
Interesting.
So this class of Japanese students, their classroom blows up, and everybody dies, and they get reincarnated in a video game-esque fantasy world.
Okay, so far it's a pretty standard isekai.
Yeah. Every time something happens, like experience threshold reached.
I always
Okay.
feel like the closer the fantasy world is to a video game, the worse, the less I like it.
That's understandable
Sure.
because they're pretty much all like that.
Yeah.
If it's not just a straight fantasy world, it's a video game of a fantasy world. Like, like Sword Art Online and Overlord. I do like Overlord, though.
No, or I'm not going blah to
I know.
Overlord. I'm going blah to Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
And
me too.
rightfully so.
Me
Not
too.
my- not
me
my
too.
jam. Not my
me too.
jam.
Sword Art Online is overrated, and
Been 3 episodes just fishing.
I am going to die on this hill. It is severely
Sounds
overrated.
like me playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah, same here. If I could be more interactive if I want to watch someone fish for 9 hours.
I hate fishing in Call to the Lamb. It's so boring.
Oh, it's pretty rough. Yeah.
A lot of the fishing in Stardew Valley is really polarizing, but I really like it.
You know what? It took me a while to warm up to it, but yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do in the game now. Yeah.
I think it holds your attention in a better way than like Animal Crossing does, where you just kind of sit
You just
there.
kind of sit there and wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fishing in Animal Crossing is lame.
Yeah, having like the you have to keep it within the bar for X amount of time. Yeah, that is actually fun. Yeah.
That's kind of how it is in Call to the Lamb a little bit too. You had like this slider that's constantly moving,
yeah,
and you got to constantly like tap the button or whatever.
They took it from that. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
exact same fishing.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell me
Yes.
about your spider story.
Yeah. So this character, which they never really give her a name, she's just Little Spider, and that's what they call her. And I can't remember what her Japanese name was.
Chibi Spider.
Yeah, Chibi
Chibi
Spider.
Spideroo.
Yeah,
It probably is
probably is. Yeah, yeah.
But she's born into a brood of spiders. And the other thing is, everybody keeps their memories from modern Japan.
like an isekai.
Yes, but they also all reincarnate into this world as babies, so they do grow up.
They're reborn.
They are
like,
literally reborn.
Interesting.
And nobody's a vending machine in this one.
Yeah, no
Damn.
one's a vending machine.
Darn, I'm out.
Nobody. Oh, she is a spider. Another character reincarnates as a dragon, and everybody else reincarnates as
And
humanoids.
then becomes a dragon maid. And that's how Kobayashi's dragon maid.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that scaly bait.
The first season, actually really good, really heartwarming, like found family, cute. And then the second season, it just gets too turns into horny garbage.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Scaly bait.
I've seen the cosplays. I get it.
But yeah, It's an okay anime. I can't. I'm not gonna sit there and buy merch for this one or anything like that. It was something to watch, I guess.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah. I mean, and I watched it dubbed, and her voice is kind of annoying. I really didn't feel like reading.
Sure.
I like a dub. I'm not a sub.
purist.
Oh, I'm not a purist.
I'm not
either.
a purist either. It's just like My Hero Academia. I love the dub cast. I think the dub cast does really, really well.
And it's not a deep show. You're not missing out on anything by not watching. It's not Evangelion.
Right. Yeah.
There's no subtlety. There's no subtlety.
I have never watched Evangelion subbed.
It's pretty good.
I watched it dubbed, but with the subtitles, so I could compare on the fly.
Oh.
Yeah. I have watched. I watched it dubbed first, but I have gone back and watched a couple episodes subbed, and I will tell you, the voice actress that they have for Shinji really can let her rip when it comes to the screaming.
Oh, you have to
Oh yeah, and it's stronger. It's way stronger and more shrill than the English dub. And the English dub's pretty good too.
It's pretty gnarly in the English dub.
Oh yeah, no, they just let it rip, man. But I do the subs and dubs with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sometimes I'll watch a couple episodes with one, watch a couple with the other, just so I can kind of.
I absolutely love JoJo in sub. There's just something about it.
Well, they yell a lot of English, and
they do
entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, at least in Stardust Crusaders, they don't do that so much in the other ones.
It's there. It's there.
Sometimes.
All their names are like English words.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Steel Ball Run is going to be released soon. The one with the horse racing.
Oh, okay.
The entire chapter that's just horse racing.
I thought it was like Cannonball Run.
It is,
it was
but
cars.
they're on horses.
Oh, I didn't know it was horses.
Yep. They are on horses.
But nobody's going to explode out of a horse this time, like in the first season of JoJo.
You never know. You never know. It's been long enough.
Wait, who exploded out of a horse in
the first season? I forget. Was it Dio?
It was
comes
Dio.
Out of a horse?
Yeah.
Dio hides inside of a horse.
Yeah.
I do not remember that.
No, it wasn't Dio. It was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Because he bit Jack the Ripper and turned him into a vampire.
Right.
And then they were going somewhere, and then the cart stopped, and the horse exploded because Jack the Ripper was inside him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And they thought he smelled bad on the outside.
I love it. He bit Jack the Ripper and turned him into a vampire.
I love JoJo.
Is there one or two Dan-to-Dans out now?
There are two. I just watched the. I guess that could be my other check-in. I watched episode 2 of season 2.
I only watched the first one.
Okay.
It was very good. I love Dan-to-Dan.
I love Dan-to-Dan as well. I will say I really like the opening. Like the visuals of the opening is really good. The song is not as catchy as season 1.
No, it's a step down.
It is a step down, but the visuals are good.
Yeah, I thought the end theme was good.
Oh yeah, the ending's pretty good.
And the animation for the end theme is cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
But it's so up my alley of a show, like a bunch of cryptids and ghosts and craziness going on. A psychic girl and a nerd boy.
Nerd boy who gets possessed by a ghost and gets superpowers.
Yeah,
it sounds fun. I just haven't jumped into it.
It's worth it.
It takes me a lot to get into an anime, honestly, but
it's good.
Yeah,
and it's well animated. It's Science Saru. They're a great studio.
Well, I think last week we were talking about it as well, Josh, and I mentioned, will the final big bad guy of Dan-to-Dan be a ghost the ghost of an alien, and they cross. Everyone comes together, and it's a giant alien ghost.
I mean, it definitely feels like they're building some kind of like team of characters who all have supernatural powers.
Yeah,
cool.
Because you got the I can't remember her name, but the pink-haired girl from the first season has the silky powers.
Yeah,
and then now we're getting Momo's childhood friend who really loves soccer. He gets
Gigi.
Gigi, yeah. And then, of course, we got Rita Repulsa the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right, because you said Barbara Goodson does the voice of the cat.
Yeah.
And it is just Rita Repulsa voice.
That's awesome.
Who consistently calls people turds.
Yeah.
I am... That, believe it or not, Well, no, you guys will believe it. That gets me closer to watching it than talking about any supernatural or alien stuff. And I love supernatural stuff and alien stuff, but telling me that someone is just doing Rita Repulsa, I'm almost there, man.
There's a big Mongolian death worm in the new season.
Do they sound like Lord Zed? Because I would be totally down.
No, it's just monster.
Okay.
I'm willing to lie and say yes if it'll get you to watch the show.
You know what? Fair. All right, I'm in.
And then Turbo Granny the cat falls in love with it and tricks it.
Oh yeah, like
Rita did to Zed.
Rita did to Zed. Yes.
When they kidified Zed because he was too scary for children.
Kids don't want to see a flayed man on their television.
A flayed man with his brain out and a spook ass mask.
I love Lord Zed's mask. I love
the design.
I love Lord Zed's whole thing.
I think
I totally understood why they changed. That's an awful lot for kids.
It's a lot for kids.
For an 8-year-old.
But honestly, I think Lord Zed was the best American addition to Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Because, in other seasons they've added different bad guys. Ranzik from Time Force is a close second because he didn't have a Japanese
counterpart,
and the guy was from the Mad Max movies. He was Australian, and in one episode where they do like hopping from movie genre to movie genre, he wears his old costume from Mad Max.
What guy? What?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. I'll have to look up the guy's name.
He's not like Lord Humongous, is it?
Humongous, is
no,
he?
He's not Lord Humongous. He was one of like
his like second in command guy.
He was a named henchman, I believe.
I think I know who you're talking about, and I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah. But like
unless he's like Toe Cutter from like the original Mad Max or something.
No, he was. I mean, you guys do your check. I'm gonna look this up real quick because it's gonna bother me.
I still haven't seen the third Mad Max, although I don't know if
Thunderdome?
I need to. Yeah,
Thunderdome kind of blows.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I still think the first one's my favorite.
It's so different than the other ones, but I think it's because like there's still a. What is it, like a semblance of government?
Yeah, there's like a little bit of society is hanging on. It feels like,
and then you get to the Road Warrior, where it's just all wild wilderness.
Yeah, it feels like the first one is the one that actually had something to say, and then after that, they're just like, okay, this is just, wouldn't it be cool?
Yeah. So the actor who played Rancic on Power Rangers Time Force, Vernon Wells. He is best known as the character Wes in The Road Warrior.
Okay, I kind of figured it was the second one, which is honestly my favorite.
But
it's also the one I've seen the most.
He was also, and I'm guessing this is the bad guy because it's been a very, very long time since I've watched the movie Weird Science, but he is Lord General.
That might have been the guy with the mohawk and his like partner or whatever gets his fingers cut off by the little savage child.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, okay. Well, then that was him.
Spiky football pads.
Yeah.
He was also in an Asylum Films ripoff of Mad Max called Road Wars, Max Fury.
Of course. That is some like great value branding right there.
Oh, it's Asylum Pictures. Of course it is.
I like the setting of Mad Max enough that I would probably watch that. Knowing it's going to be
real bad,
be a cool wasteland.
I mean, kind of like when we went and watched Atlantic Rim.
Oh God!
Oh my God! There's a Christmas themed comedy horror movie starring who is that? Is that Greg Sestero, who was Mark?
Greg Sestero, the special effects guy?
Yeah, exactly. He was also Mark from The Room.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of somebody else.
You're thinking of Greg Nicotero.
Greg Nicotero, yeah.
Yeah, Greg Sestero was in The Room.
Yeah.
And also Vernon Wells called...
Also a Puppet Master movie.
Yeah. The movie's called The Christmas Tapes, about killer Santa Clauses.
Oh, you know that Gary Busey movie where he turns into a talking dog?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what was that? That was Quincy. Quigley.
The other lead guy in that movie.
Oz Perkins.
Yeah, the guy that directed Longlegs and the monkey.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No, he had a full career as a bit actor.
I had no idea.
Playing kind of a weird nerdy guy. If you ever go back and watch Legally Blonde, Oz Perkins
he's in that too.
He's the bookworm that does all of the pointing out specific laws to Elle Woods when she's doing her case. He's like a socially inept bookworm type character, and Oz Perkins is also the son of the guy from Psycho. It's not Tony Perkins. I'll look it up again. I should know this because he is a very famous actor, and I'm going to kick myself when I am reminded of what his name is.
And the only reason I watched Quigley is because...
Is it Quigley or Quigley Down Under?
No, that's a different movie.
It's a different one.
Because Nanners watched the entirety of it on her her stream not too long ago.
I was right.
The whole movie.
I was right. Anthony Perkins.
Okay.
He was,
Yep. Yeah, I should have
But
done that
Oz
too.
Perkins is his
He's got
his son.
he's got an okay chain of restaurants. That's a local joke.
They're great to go to.
It's not a local joke. That's a national joke, my friends.
If Bob Evans is too crowded.
Hey, sometimes they have half-price apps. And you know what? I can get down on some onion rings or, some mozzarella sticks.
If I'm going to Perkins, I'm going to get breakfast no matter what time it is.
You couldn't pay me money to go to Perkins these days.
Why?
Something about it. I just don't. I had two very bad experiences at Perkins in a row, and I said no more.
Never again.
Never again. I thought we were still talking about Applebee's. That's why I said half-price apps from Applebee's.
Yeah.
But no, you could not pay me.
Sorry, we talked about
Perkins.
Legally Blonde, so I got to get this quote out of my head because
Okay.
I keep snickering. You look like the 4th of July. I want a hot dog real bad.
Jennifer Coolidge is great.
I love her. I love her.
She's great in almost everything she's
About
in.
2 weeks too late. On
I
that
know.
Just a little
one.
bit, but not
I
too
know.
bad.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's the quote I always think about when I think about that movie.
Well, the other one is you got into Harvard. Yeah, like it's hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's the other one. Yeah, that's a good movie. You know,
It is
I
a
don't
good
want it,
movie.
That's a good
Never
movie.
It is a
seen
good
it.
movie.
It's a solid one. You know, it's
They
actually
definitely
a lot of
pull.
fun.
They definitely pull a bait and switch on you a little bit. Like you think it's going to be just this, airheaded kind of dumb girl, pretty
Blonde
girl.
jokes for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it generally grows and has heart and whatnot.
Yeah,
a
well,
lot more than Clueless.
Well, you can be a genius bimbo. That's
Exactly.
the point.
Yeah.
You can be super smart and also a bimbo, and it's all good.
Yeah.
Everything works.
She was lawyer Barbie.
Yeah. I even think they call her that at one point in the movie.
Yeah.
They probably do.
I haven't seen the movie, and I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
So it's your check it out.
Yeah, what have you been doing? You've been off a couple weeks here.
Yeah, I have. I still haven't been on an episode where I talk about the Switch 2 that's made it to air, so maybe I should do that real quick.
Why don't we do that?
I got the Switch 2. I got it the day it came out. Walmart delivered it to my house that morning, which was pretty sick.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
Like
yeah.
they knocked it out of the park. Like it was on my doorstep at 7 a.m.
That's
Nice.
fantastic. Well, listen, they knew what this means for people.
Yeah, they knew the assignment.
Yeah.
And also included a can of Pringles and a Coke.
Really?
For free.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It was awesome.
That's hilarious. That's great.
Hey, you want this video game system? Here's some terrible snacks, and you are going to be living in your bathroom with your Switch 2.
Hey, Pringles are all right.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the mixture of like chips and soda and what it does to my tummy.
Oh, yeah. We're not all as weak as you, Josh.
I'm sorry that I have a poor constitution.
It's not your dump stat.
Or was it?
Or was it?
Hey.
Ayo. Anyway, how's the Switch 2?
It's pretty great. I mean, like, I enjoy using it. It runs games really good. The new Mario Kart is pretty good. But I don't know if it's something that you need to run out and buy right away. You can definitely wait, and you'll be fine. You're not missing out on a whole lot.
I mean, the next big game comes out like in a week.
Yeah. And even then that's just 2 games.
That's 2 games. Honestly, I'm waiting for a revision because there's always bugs when they in newly released games or newly released systems. Like with the Switch One, which is weird that I call it the Switch One now, but I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you got to differentiate it somehow.
But those Joy-Cons had the drift real bad, but then later revisions of it, the drift was pretty much taken care of. So I'm going to wait until there's like, they say, okay, some of the technical bugs we've ironed out.
I mean, I haven't really run into anything that...
And maybe there aren't
about
any.
Yeah.
Maybe they hit a home run first time out. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little bit.
And my Switch was feeling a little old. Both my sticks were pretty drifty, and I had broken SL and RL buttons.
Oh, really?
On the Joy-Cons because they do that apparently really easy.
They do that. I've had to replace mine.
So it felt nice to kind of like get a new one. I felt like I kind of needed a new one. Yeah,
mine is also chugging quite a bit because I still have the launch Switch.
I also have a launch Switch.
And it is showing its age.
So like if you never got the OLED or anything like that, it kind of makes sense to do an upgrade then.
When did the Switch come out? Like 2017?
I think so.
Somewhere around there.
A long time ago.
It would have been earlier than that because I was at my previous employer.
Almost
at
too
that
long
point,
ago.
Yeah, it might have been like 2016. It was pretty late into my employment at that other place.
Yeah. Also, don't get the new Mario Kart if you're excited about the open world because it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's really empty. It has little tasks that you do, but they don't really get you anything but stickers you can put on your cart.
Bummer. Okay.
I mean, it's fun, busy work and a fun way to kill time, I guess, but...
Do you think they will add something to the open world down the road, like how they added Luigi's Balloon Hunt to Odyssey?
I hope so, because as is right now, it's just kind of like a thing that's there.
Well, it was probably an afterthought by the developers. They probably said, we are doing a new Mario game. What do people love? Open world. And they just slapped one in there.
Because it feels so divorced from the actual game itself. Like, even though in cup modes you're driving between the tracks in the open world, like, it still feels like a completely separate thing.
Yeah.
And they needed more time to, like, figure out how these things all work together.
Sure. And it also kind of feels like, it seems as though they may have rushed it out to be a launch title for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
They've apparently been working on it forever.
So it was a Switch 1 game that they had to do a hurry up and fix for the Switch 2.
It feels like maybe some of the open world stuff was just thrown in there to make it seem more like a next-gen game than it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The kart racing, like the regular racing stuff, is great, and it feels better, like as good as it ever has. Like it's a great Mario Kart.
I mean, I liked 8.
I liked 8. Every iteration of it.
Yeah.
I really thought that was going to be like a permanent, forever game that they're just going to keep adding stuff to
like
over
Smash
and over.
Bros.
Like Smash Bros.
This
Everyone
Mario
is here.
Kart better be that way if it costs $80. It is
that's
also not an $80 game the
Yeah.
way it is now.
That's what I've heard.
I'm assuming it's something they're going to add to over time. They had better.
Yeah.
By the way, March 3rd, 2017 is when the original Switch came out.
Oof.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been about a year before. Okay, that makes sense. Because I remember fighting with my supervisors to get one day off in order to pick up the Switch at midnight and play Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild for an entire day. I had to, fight, actually argue with people to get that day off.
Other than that, I've been devouring Crash Bandicoot games.
Nice.
I don't know why. I just got a wild hair that I needed.
I've been thinking about it too. I mean, I have all 4.
That I needed to dip back into the Insane trilogy, and I've 100%ed Crash Bandicoot 1.
Nice.
I got all the colored gems and almost all of it on 2 and almost all of it on 3.
Very good.
I've just been barreling through it. And for my money, I think that the Crash Bandicoot games are more fun than Mario 64.
I can believe it.
I feel that's probably blasphemous to say.
There's a lot of just open space in Mario 64.
Yeah.
That's true. Mario 64 does have a lot of unused
And
space.
Mario 64 sure is more revolutionary and more important to video games, but darn it if Crash Bandicoot isn't just more fun.
There's a ROM hack for Mario 64 that it becomes partially a card game, and you get... Yeah, so you have to buy and randomly get cards for your deck, and they modify what your A, B, L, and R buttons do. So one of them is like you get jumps, but you have a limited amount of jumps to before that card disappears, and you get a randomly picked next one. I can't remember what the...
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it's like... And there's a hub world where it's like... Luigi's Casino, so you're playing blackjack to get the cards, and there's one that is a random teleporter that will just teleport you anywhere on the map just randomly, and there are like weird like troll cards that don't do anything. But yeah, it's an interesting take on the Mario 64.
Sorry, I'm imagining like a Nintendo Casino, but instead of playing like standard card games, you're playing like the Mario themed what is that Japanese card game like
Hanafuda?
Yeah, Hamafuda. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing the 2016 Doom, the first reboot one.
The first reboot, yeah.
Because I finished the
Dark
Ages and wanted more Doom, so I'm like, I'll go back and do it again.
Wanted a better Doom?
But what?
Wanted a better Doom? So did you like the Dark Ages?
I like Dark Ages a lot.
Okay.
I love Dark Ages.
It's been very polarizing for some reason. There are a lot of people online that absolutely
feel
hate
like
that thing.
Everything here lately has been very polarizing.
Yeah.
I love Dark Ages. I thought it was great.
Okay.
I would say, I don't know if it's better than 2016 Doom. It's close.
I remember when you talked about it last, you said you would probably put your personal list Doom, Dark Age, Eternal.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although I haven't played Eternal in a while, and I'll probably go there next. But
that sounds logical.
I turned up the difficulty to the ultra violence, the gentleman's difficulty level.
Excellent. Of course.
And have been enjoying that too.
Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and switch gears here and get into some things that has been going on in the news. All right, let's talk about some news here, guys. And first up,
we got some good news, I tell you what.
Boy, I tell you what. The new King of the Hill trailer for the new season.
We got a second trailer.
We got a second trailer, and it shows a lot more of what's going on.
Bill's looking pretty bad.
Bill's looking a little rough, but you know what? In the opening, the new opening, he's back to his normal size, but
he's a little bigger.
He's a little bigger, but no, in that one trailer,
where he's just huge in the bed with a big beard.
He's basically the whale, if you've seen The Whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bet if Hank was gone for another year, he would have died.
He probably would have. He's probably like right there. But no, we see a little bit of what's going on. They're moving back to Arlen.
To the same house.
Yeah, and Bobby has a girlfriend who is a vegan. They don't know what to do about that.
This makes me think back to that one episode where he was dating that vegetarian girl. And then they broke up, and he ate a giant steak right in front of her at the restaurant.
Yeah,
out of spite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for this show to come
I really
back.
am.
I am too.
Normally, continuations or reboots or whatever, I kind of go about a lot of things, but I don't know. Everything feels right.
I agree.
Mike Judge has brought Beavis and Butthead back so many times. Like every 10 years they come back, and it's always
good.
It always feels the exact same. So I don't doubt he can't capture King of the Hill again.
Yep.
It wasn't in the trailer, but I did see a picture online of like a quick grab of older John Redcorn, and he is fatter, and he is a receding hairline. going back.
Oh, okay.
I wonder
All
who
right.
voices him, because it's not the guy
Well,
that
I
did
think-
Jonathan Joss, I think is his name. It's
yeah,
not him.
yeah.
Well, he might have done some
No, he said they didn't ask him to come back and do anything.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's strange.
before he was tragically taken from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's strange because you would think, a reason for an actor to not be asked back who's playing a minority character is because they wanted to find someone who is a minority to match it.
But
he is a minority.
He was Native American.
Yeah.
I did read before his passing that there had been like issues like at like events or something where he kind of like, I don't know, made a spectacle or whatever at like panels or whatever.
Huh.
I don't know.
I can kind of see that.
I don't know
guess.
how true that is.
Yeah.
Maybe he was difficult to work with.
He might
I
have
don't
been
know.
difficult.
I don't
I heard
I don't
rumor-
want to
I heard
spread
ru-
rumors.
I heard
Sure.
rumors of possible drug abuse, and
I
that
don't wanna
might
be
have
talking outside of school.
Yeah.
Unless this is actual. Yeah,
I know,
We
yeah.
should not be.
No.
Slandering this guy.
No, especially since he was literally murdered.
Yeah. So, but no, the King of the Hill trailer looks fantastic. I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
Looks really, really, really good.
Hank getting up early, even though he's retired. Mm-hmm. he's like, I didn't retire to be to lay in bed and be some nepo baby.
The fact that Hank knows Nepo Baby and knows it as a negative thing, that's a very Hank Hill, like, okay, he has been a little connected to the
I feel
world.
like he maybe heard that word the
Once.
like day before.
Yeah, that could be. That
and
could
he was
very well be.
excited to use it correctly.
Yep. Oh, Peggy saying that I've been told my whole life I'm a 5.
Like all the
Yeah.
jokes are spot on to the
they
characters.
are absolutely
like
to the
you
character.
would expect it to be. The
Mm-hmm.
Hank Hill talking about not giving an Uber a 5 so they have something to work for is so textbook Hank Hill.
It really is. Yeah.
Oh, a hug. We're getting emotional here.
But no, I can't wait for it to come.
Yeah.
For it to release. I really.
Next month.
Yeah.
I did-
Next month.
Next month.
I read that they're dumping all the episodes at once, which doesn't thrill me. I
don't like that
that's not
either.
great.
I don't like that either. I feel like it's better for engagement and getting people to come back after the first, I don't know, week or whatever.
Yeah, keep people coming back week after week and keep it in the public consciousness. Keep talking about it.
Exactly.
It constantly generates buzz. It worked for Disney. It's worked for Netflix.
It's better for the show, and it's more fun, and it spreads it out over.
It increases water cooler talk.
Yeah.
It gets people, talking about your project or your product.
I just like it better to enjoy something for a longer period of time instead of just gorging
Binge watching
all,
it.
all at once.
But
And
guys,
then
keep in
gone.
mind, we're old and we grew up with network television.
It's true.
So we are already predisposed to enjoy a serialized weekly show.
The slow burn.
The teens and the tweens.
Who won't be watching King of the Hill because they don't
Well,
know
they'll
what
be
it
watching
is.
it with their parents.
That's true.
They're used to put it all out now because it's instant gratification as opposed to the long-term kind of situation. Who knows? Maybe they're wanting to show the network or whoever's putting it. Who is putting it out?
It's Hulu.
It's Hulu. Maybe they
Hulu
wanna
and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to show Hulu that there is a huge draw by putting them all out at once and seeing how much of a crush of people go to it so they can get up more seasons. Maybe it's a strategic reason why they're doing it, but who knows?
I just finished watching the last of the Beavis and Buttheads the other day.
Oh, yeah.
too. And they're good.
Oh, good.
They're still good. And Daria shows up in the last one, kind of.
Kind of. All right.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
It takes some explaining.
Oh, well then.
But there's there's 3 different like Beavis and Butthead dimensions that we're playing with now.
Mm-hmm.
There's the normal ones where they're normal teens in today's times.
Yeah.
There's old Beavis and Butthead that it's them
As adults.
as they've grown into adults in that timeline. And then there's smart Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, from the future or whatever.
Yeah, they're from another planet where they're smart, but they're still stupid because everyone is smart.
And they're the dumbest of the smart.
They're the dumbest of the smart people.
Okay, gotcha.
And Daria,
so kind of like Da Vinci from his planet in Futurama.
Yeah. Daria is one of like the Grand Inquisitor.
Of course she
of the
is.
smart planet.
Of the smart planet.
Of
yeah.
course
that makes
she
sense.
is.
Okay.
And
okay,
she's
sure.
voiced by the same same lady too.
Oh, they got her. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
It was a fun cameo.
Yeah. All right. So
Speaking of spin-offs.
Speaking of spin-offs, I put this on the board because I kind of wanted to talk about it. We don't talk about Big Bang Theory on this show very much.
We're not really huge fans.
I really don't care one way or the other about it.
You know what? For what it was fine. And yeah, a lot of the jokes were low-hanging fruit. And those later seasons did get a little bit further
What do
away
you
from the
expect
pop culture stuff.
from network TV? Like,
Yeah. But there were a handful of episodes when they did get into deep stuff. Like there's an episode based around them going on the way to a convention all dressed up like original Star Trek characters. They stop at Ayers Rock and their car breaks down. So now they have to go to this diner where with a bunch of normies and they're all dressed up. They didn't bring a change of clothes.
That literally happened to us on the way to the not that our car broke down, but we did stop at a gas station and bought drinks and snacks and dressed as Star Trek characters.
That's very. I mean, I remember that.
In my years of LARPing, I can't tell you how many times I've stopped in a store or a gas station in my full LARP regalia.
Yeah.
And getting the looks from people.
Now, do you act like you're a man out of time and you're like, what is this place?
No.
But no, there was actually another episode. Before I get on to the actual
I've awoken in your dumpster and I know not what year it is.
Who is the king of this land?
Yes. But no, there's actually another episode where the B plot. Actually, it is that episode. It's the same episode. The B plot is the three characters' girlfriends are hanging out, spending a day, and Penny and Bernadette and Amy.
The third.
Those are the three. Those are the three. Yeah.
Yes.
Because Raj never gets a girlfriend. Anyway, they go, okay, the guys are gone. We want to see what is so big about comic books. We're going to pick something of their hobbies that we don't know anything about and see what the big deal is. It actually is one of the episodes that introduced Stuart, the character we're going to be talking about here in a minute. But the whole thing is they start getting into reading some of their old comics, and they get into a huge argument about who would win in a fight, Thor or Red Hulk, because Red Hulk was able to pick up Thor's hammer at one point. And they get really like start naming issue numbers and characters. They actually whoever wrote that episode actually knew what they were talking about. Anyway,
versus like half the other things,
or read enough Wikipedia articles. Yeah, well, they tried. Yeah,
the point is they tried.
The point is they tried. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Big Bang Theory is getting a spinoff of sorts, another one. Although we don't talk about young Sheldon here in this household, but they're getting a show called Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, and it's focused on probably some of my favorite characters from the show, Stuart and Brian Posehn's geologist character.
The guys from the comic shop.
The guys from the comic shop. And the whole premise, apparently, is Stuart accidentally breaks a machine that Sheldon and Leonard were working on, and they bounce from parallel universe to parallel universe trying to keep the multiverse from exploding. It's Sliders. They're redoing Sliders.
But you have to know a whole bunch about Big Bang Theory for it to make sense.
I bet you won't need to know a whole lot. I bet you'll need to know at least enough of like who these characters are, because I don't think they're going to set up the characters' personalities all over again. Like they're not going to reintroduce the characters. They're just going to go, oh yeah, here's Stuart, the weird guy from the comic shop.
So it'll be more like a that 90s show kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit. Where
they're not insulting the fan base,
right? Because the people who are going to watch this
are already fans of Big Bang Theory.
At least initially, are going to be Big Bang Theory fans. It could become enough of its own thing that it gets its own fan base. Because I know there are people out there, and I don't know why, this is, but there are people out there who, like young Sheldon, that never watched Big Bang Theory. I don't understand it, but it's there.
They were just like, man, I hate this show, but if one of them was a kid, I'd be all over it.
Well, I tell you what, young Sheldon, I've seen an episode, and I decided it wasn't for me, but it was set up in a Malcolm in the Middle style instead of a straight sitcom like Big Bang Theory.
Young
So-
Sheldon has always looked to me like the Goldbergs, but bad.
It was. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. But it's not set up like a multi-camera sitcom like Big Bang Theory. It's done in a different way. And I'm hoping this Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, which is a very difficult
Title to
say.
Yeah.
They should have just called it Stuart Saves the Universe. And he could have many episodes where he completely screws up and it would still kind of fit the tone of the show. All that aside, I hope they shoot this in a different camera style as well.
Why not just call it Stuart with the exclamation
Stuart,
point?
yeah, it could be.
Yeah, but then you'd think they did a show about that weird kid from Mad TV.
Oh,
Well, I'd much
gosh.
rather watch that show.
sure. No, sure.
Stuart.
But I'll be honest.
Look at what I can do. Look at what I can do.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But I will watch the first. I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to give it a couple episodes.
I mean, it's more than just, I clapped at the reference.
Yeah.
Like Big Bang Theory tends to be.
It's not. It's not Saved by the Bell, the college years, which is just a continuation of that show.
I mean,
Yeah.
why can't they just make a show that's like Clerks, but it's a comic book store?
That's what I originally thought, because before they came out with the name of the show and everything, they just said we're doing a spinoff and we're basing it around Stuart the comic shop guy, and I thought, okay, a workplace comedy based in a comic book shop, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, there's so many like ridiculous stories you can tell about a comic book.
Oh my gosh,
we
And the
lived it.
Josh
Yeah.
and I lived it. It was a short time, but we did, and
the
there
people
were
who-
stories.
The people who come in regularly and like the weird stuff that they do, and like it would
Or
write
the weird
itself.
things they say.
Oh, Josh, do you remember? I'm trying very hard not to put his name out there. I've committed his name to memory, but I won't put it out there on the show. But do you remember the guy who was so particular about his weekly pickups that
yeah.
he would inspect everyone, and if there
Yep.
was even a tiny bit of spine bending or
We couldn't touch it with our hands.
weren't allowed to touch, we had to get gloves. weren't allowed to touch it with our hands. Could only touch it on the sides. He was the only customer that gave us brown bags to put them in because he didn't want plastic bags let in too much light and would degrade the quality of the comic.
Man,
And this was a weekly ordeal.
Yes.
We only kept him because he bought one of every issue that came out during the week.
Yeah,
should've
he
just
spent a lot of money.
He
drug
did.
your nuts over the front cover of all of his books.
Did you
is
charge
what
my
I
drum
would've-
set?
Yeah.
And if it wasn't him, it was the gas-powered RC guys.
Can
The
I-
gas-powered RC guys were a big deal. Yeah.
Or the train guys.
Can I say that, or are you gonna have to?
No,
cut that
no,
out?
we're keeping it in.
Okay,
We're
good.
keeping it in. But no,
These
there were the
nuts.
train guys. There was there for a while we were doing card game nights.
Oh,
And that was
yeah.
interesting.
There was Pokemon night and there was Yu-Gi-Oh night.
Yu-Gi-Oh
You could
Sundays.
You could write a whole episode about magic card butt crack. Like,
Yeah.
And that guy-
Ohio's own.
Oh,
Magic Card-
Delaware's own.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Magic the Gathering tournament guy.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm interested in checking out the show. I like
The premise is interesting.
do we need to write a pitch bible for a comic book shop show?
I think we should.
It could be like the IT crowd,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
more or less.
Or The Office,
Yeah.
for that matter.
but good.
But no, The Office.
Office is okay.
Office is fine. It kind of went on. I really think
Is it
the-
massively overrated? Yes. Is it an okay show?
these days,
Yeah.
yes. I honestly think the show should have ended at the marriage of Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
I think they ran out of stories to tell.
Yeah,
at
because
that
then they started giving him like weird conflict, and then Michael left, and
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really should have
yeah.
ended it at season 5 instead of letting it.
what is up
lit
with
through
sitcoms?
season 9 or something.
What is up with shows like back in the day when we actually cared about actual TV
Yeah.
with season 5s? It happened with Supernatural. It happened with Buffy. After season 5, it just felt like the quality just falls
Shows
off.
never last till season 5 anymore.
Oh, not true.
They don't.
Especially on Fox
or Netflix. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have always been a bigger fan of letting a show end naturally and have a definitive ending point, as opposed to just trickle out for year live and be a shell of it, end up turning into a shell of its former self.
Happened to X-Files.
It did. Yeah. And I really think that's what happened to The Office as well. I think, after the wedding part, and especially after Michael Scott left, it just kind of degraded into
like the only like episode I can really think of like post the good stuff in The Office that I felt I really enjoyed and it had like a lot of heart to me was the marriage of Dwight. Like the last episode of the damn series.
I stopped watching it by that point.
The farm episode when they go to Dwight's house, that was funny.
There's a reason behind that.
It's a backdoor pilot.
It was a backdoor pilot that never got picked up.
And I was always disappointed it didn't because
I thought it would be really
very
good.
funny.
Oh yeah, the Shroot Farm.
The Shroot Farms. Yeah.
See, what should have happened is when Andy punched that hole in the wall, it should have broke a hole in their universe and they all get sucked into the hole in the wall and everybody's dead.
And then, just, hey, why not?
The whole
get
universe,
weird with it.
The whole universe collapses into that hole.
Sure, why not?
Except for Krieg.
Who floats in a black void and loves it.
He loves it. He's absolutely
He's just like, this is all I ever wanted.
Yeah. It's like, wow, it's like my dreams in real life. All right, more stuff.
Creed's Void.
You know what? I'd watch that.
I watch Creed's Void.
Yeah.
Just Krieg floating through.
Did you guys catch the latest episode of Creed's Void?
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
No, it's just Creed floating around.
He floated in that void.
Yeah. He had a couple of lines this time, but,
Things slowly change over time, and he's slowly able to manifest his thoughts and ideas into reality.
He becomes like a god.
Yeah,
he's a Q. He's a proto-Q.
He's an eldritch god.
But we have to watch him slowly develop.
It's very
these
slow,
abilities.
over nine years.
It's like that episode of Futurama when Bender's floating through space.
I love that episode.
That is a great episode.
Yeah. All right, we have time for maybe one or two more.
Also, Creed's head gets larger and larger, like MODOK.
Yeah, there we go. Until he's
or
just
the
a head
Watcher.
and arms.
Yeah.
The
Watcher. Yeah.
Krieg oh god, that is Krieg. Krieg the Watcher.
Let's just keep talking about shows coming back and talk about this Scrubs reboot. Apparently, Scrubs has been picked up for a whole season.
Haven't we
reboot.
said enough about Scrubs?
Yeah, all the three main characters are signed on to
So
come
Scrubs,
back.
Black Scrubs, and Girl Scrubs are all going to be there?
They're all there.
They're all there. Okay.
I mean, without Janitor, I don't care.
Without Janitor Scrubs?
Or like Mean Scrubs.
Yeah.
He's not there either.
Mean Scrubs. I forgot about Mean Scrubs.
Cranky old Dr. Scrubs that showed up sometimes. And the rock star Surgeon Scrubs that showed up. The one that's from the basement, the weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should do a crossover with cranky crippled Scruggs.
House.
House.
Yeah.
I burnt real hard on Scrubs in like my late teens, early
I think we
20s.
all did.
No, I hated Scrubs from the beginning.
Well, you were a better man than we are.
Yeah.
That's my
You
controversial
saw
take.
ahead. You saw this isn't going to hold up over time.
Because it didn't have the right ratio of comedy to maudlin scenes, in my opinion. It was too serious when it should have been funny, and funny when it should have been serious. The tone was always off to me.
Fair.
And honestly, I can't stand Zach Braff.
Yeah.
No. And his character was a
stand Zach Braff.
douche.
Yeah.
His character, how could anybody he was such a douche.
She was kind of like a holdover 90s kind of
He really
attitude,
was. Yeah.
Gen X guy.
Yeah. I mean, that just sounds like Zach Braff. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in general, yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, didn't he have that show about being a podcaster there for a while? Where he was like, it was so wildly like not podcasting because he had like an office with employees doing his they were treating it like like news radio.
Oh, so he was like Phil DeFranco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like the My Favorite Murder Ladies.
Yeah, right. instead of, you know.
But this was probably like 5 or 10 years before that was even.
No, this show was like a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it did not last long. I cannot remember the name of it. But yes, it was a weird, yeah.
All right.
Oh, and other things being rebooted or remade from TV shows. Land of the Lost is getting a reboot. You remember Land of the Lost?
Vaguely.
I mean, I watched one of the previous reboots on 90s TV.
Okay, well, Land of the Lost was just that one show, and then they rebooted it into a Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah.
And that's all they've done with it.
No, there was a 60s show, and
there
then
was
there
a
was
60s.
a 90s one.
Oh, okay.
And then
I
there
think
was
I
the Will
remember
Ferrell
I
one.
think I remember the '90s one because didn't the opening have like their station wagon coming and then like the road collapse?
Yes. That's the only one I've seen. I've
That's
never
the
seen
only-
the 60.
that's
There
the
was
only
a
one I
Sid
know.
and Marty Krofft one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I remember my mom being like, I liked this show as a kid. You should watch the new 90s version, the new cool version for the 90s. And I liked it.
Yeah, it was fine. The Will Ferrell movie wasn't the best. They were leaning too heavy into, wow, look how campy this whole premise is. But no, new Land of the Lost with modern day cinematography and a mindset.
It could work.
Maybe.
It could work.
Maybe. Yeah.
When
Why
they
not?
brought, Lost in Space back, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, kids like dinosaurs.
And everybody was hot for the weird robot.
Well,
In
yeah,
the new
you know.
not Land of the Lost, the new.
The
Lost
alien
in Space.
robot from the Netflix one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that.
I didn't watch it all the way through, but like what I saw of it was pretty good.
Yeah. So, you know what? There is actually one more thing, although it's not a new show going off the end of a series. It's a comic book. We're talking about
yes.
Spider-Man 94.
Yes, they are doing a comic book continuation of the '90s Spider-Man cartoon,
Yeah.
and I'm excited about that. But I kind of would have preferred a X-Men '97 style
Animation
for the Spider-Man.
But they'll do that later, and then they'll act like this comic never happened.
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds
Probably.
about right. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe the comic is like gauging interest without starting to put too much money into it.
And from what I understand, it's not a ongoing. It's a limited series that is wrapping up the Spider-Man going through the multiverse trying to find Mary Jane, because that show ended on a cliffhanger back in 93.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a 6th issue or 12 issue. I'm not quite sure which. But it's wrapping up that storyline. And my theory is, they're going to do an animated show of the continuing adventures of it, but they don't want to have to retread that final storyline.
They don't want to do that storyline.
They want to start fresh.
With Spider-Man in New York doing Spider-Man stuff
in the mid-90s, so they don't have to explain, why is Mary Jane back? Well, read the comic.
Also, the answer is not as exciting as you'd think. Go read the comic.
Basically. But
Wait, how did Palpatine come back? He just did.
He did.
You should have played Fortnite.
It's in Fortnite. We're not going to say it, but it's in Fortnite. No, but the art style on the comics look like the 90s cartoon.
That's pretty cool.
It has a little more shading. It's done a little bit.
Of course it does.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the animation increase from the original X-Men to X-Men 97, because it's still close, but it's a
more
little nicer.
polished. More polished.
If it had
yes.
flat colors in the comic, people would not.
They
like
would not
it.
read it.
They,
That's right.
They probably think that's what they want, but
That's not what they
wouldn't.
want.
It's
Yeah.
not what they actually want.
My favorite thing is there was a picture of one of the covers is going to have Venom on it, and it has the animated series Venom.
So the red and blue,
with the
like
red
highlighting.
and blue highlighting on his left and right side.
Yeah.
It's keeping that, and that's awesome. I love that.
That is one of my favorite. One of my favorite looks for Venom.
Yeah, aesthetic choices for that Venom.
I just want another season of the Spider-Man cartoon that was on Disney Plus. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Friendly Neighborhood was pretty good.
That was really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. There was a Spider-Man animated series. I think it was only like 10 episodes. It was on
MTV.
MTV, and Neil Patrick Harris was the voice of, and it was like almost the Ultimate Spider-Man
Yeah, almost.
kind of storyline.
Yeah,
the
that one
villains
was
in that
called.
look like the Ultimate villains.
What was that one called?
Neil Patrick Harris or Sleepy Deadpool. in the Deadpool VR game.
Yeah, yep.
What was that? I need to
I
look
can't
that up.
believe how bad that was. Like, I would expect Neil Patrick Harris to like do better than
You know what?
kind of do his own thing with it or something.
Maybe it's a project that
Direction
he
thing.
was. Maybe it was a direction thing, or maybe it's, that you could tell the difference between when actors care about a thing and they're just doing it for a paycheck. NPH hasn't done anything for a while. Maybe he just needed a paycheck. And
Deadpool himself even says at the end of that trailer, Spider-Man gets Sucker Punch and I get this. Or, no, not Insomniac.
Yeah.
Spider-Man gets Insomniac and I get this. It's like, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's about right.
kinda
Yeah.
sucks.
So this is the lamest title ever. So the MTV Spider-Man show,
Yeah.
which aired in 2003.
Okay. Yeah, I remember it was on when I was in high school. Sure.
Spider-Man: The New Animated Series.
No wonder I didn't remember the name of it.
The new adventures of Spider-Man for the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what Spider-Man Unlimited was.
Well, yeah.
Spider-Man on another planet.
I did like Spider-Man Unlimited.
I did too.
With the high evolutionary and the unmen.
animal people.
Yeah.
I personally hate when Spider-Man is limited.
Yeah, he needs to be completely unlimited.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't put any limits on my Spider-Man.
Turn him up to 11 and break the knob off.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He gets all the arms.
Unchained.
Spider-Man Unchained.
Unleashed. No leash on my Spider-Man. Makes it hard to swing around.
Yeah.
Nope. No, you don't.
Speaking of, we're getting closer to the release of the Spider Noir show.
I know. I'm so
I keep
excited.
forgetting that
Yeah.
it exists.
And I think it's cool that he's not called Spider Noir within the show. He's just Spider-Man within the show.
Yeah, it's kind of like with the Spider-Gwen comics. She
Yes.
was called Spider-Woman.
She's Spider-Woman.
Until she got changed to Ghost Spider after she got out of prison.
That's a terrible name.
Nobody calls her that.
No, everyone
No.
calls her Spider-Gwen.
They tried to make Ghost Spider a thing, but it's just not.
Well, that's why Gwenpool is called Gwenpool, because they were putting a hat on. Okay, you want someone with a normal name that's also part of another superhero's name? Yeah, we'll just do Gwenpool. She's referencing breaking the fourth wall.
Whose real name is Gwendolyn Poole.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and she doesn't even have powers other than her dimension hopping or whatever she does.
Well, she knows she's in a
She
comic.
knows she's in a comic
Yeah,
book.
she knows she's in a comic. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's so weird because that whole started because Spider-Gwen was a huge pull for the Spider-Verse comic. People went nuts. I went nuts. 2016 was a great time for comics.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good design, good character
good
design.
Oh yeah. And then Marvel put out all those Gwen variant covers where like you had like Wolverine Pool and all that stuff, and that's
Yeah.
what birthed Gwenpool.
Gwenpool. And I like that Gwenpool wasn't just a one-note joke or like a limited series.
No.
She was on an Avengers team, for crying out loud. It was the remake of the West Coast Avengers,
Yeah.
which was like the young Avengers that had grown up and stayed in superheroing. So it was a super team run by two Hawkeyes,
Yeah.
the Kate Bishop and the other Hawkeye.
Yeah. Clint
Barton. Clint Barton, the other Hawkeye,
The deaf one.
the one that's almost a superhero. I loved in Deadpool and Wolverine, they made multiple jokes about how Hawkeye sucks.
Yeah.
Like when Gambit walks on screen, he's like, "Oh wow, you look like Hawkeye if he were a superhero." And that's great. That's just great because
Also,
everyone should make fun of Hawkeye.
Honestly, the more we can crap on Jeremy Renner, the better.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Happy Ren's Day.
I'm giving. God. Yeah.
Have you guys checked your Jeremy Renner app lately?
Oh man, I remember that. Gosh, I never downloaded it. I almost did as a joke, but I never did. But you know what? I give him just a little bit. He's gone through some stuff.
Yeah,
he almost lost his legs.
He almost lost his life.
Well, that too.
And that was tragic. That snowplow accident, incredibly tragic.
Should have called Mr. Plow. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. You have been listening to Nerd Overload. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can follow our social media. All of those are at links.nerdoverload.com.
You can shoot us an email, staff@nerdoverload.com, or you can give us a call on the Nerd Overload hotline. The number for that's 412-345-1413. Leave us a message and we'll play it on the show.
That's right. We have so we didn't get to it this week because we had a lot of news to go over. We have a message from the Facebook that we're going to bring up next week, and we'll also have a voicemail that has been sitting in the hopper for like a month and a half. But anyway, you can find all of our back episodes on various podcast apps, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. We are streaming over on Twitch, and our video on demand will be uploaded to the YouTube. So, yeah.
This one wasn't, though.
This one wasn't, but the next one will be. Finally, I'd like to thank Parker for helping us out finding news articles for the show, and David Pencil for our intro and outro. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
See you next Wednesday, everybody. And by Wednesday, I mean Friday. And by Friday, I mean Saturday.